Well, while we are doing calculations, Tom Foreman on Facebook asks, is math a discovery or an invention?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Don't get me started. I want to hear Charles first.
Okay. Well, remember that my wife is a mathematician.
Yes, she is.
Right.
And my wife has a PhD in mathematical physics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
So we got math going in the family here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my son also, given a choice of either studying math or astrophysics in college, has chosen math. Anyway, that's okay. We still love you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Such a disappointment.
When did you know? Were the signs always there?
When he was a little kid putting refrigerator magnets in strange shapes, I knew that something was up.
Something was
he
up.
Was
hiding something.
Something
in
was
the closet.
up. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, math is something that exists by itself, but mathematics as we use it and formulate it today is an invention of humans. This is a clear reality of the universe, because things will do what they're doing whether we understand them or not. And we created math in order to try to understand and reproduce and utilize those things that nature provides for us. So, for example, when the ancients were building pyramids, they invented geometry, right? Those pyramids would have stood anyway if we had put them together and not known the equations. But with the equations, the ancients were able to build them properly. The same is true with, say, rocket equations that allow us to send things out into space. We could have sent things into space without knowing how to do the calculations, but we wouldn't have had much control over it. So, bottom line, the math you see in textbooks today or in papers, we humans have invented that following a set of rules that nature has provided for us as a template. Neil.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay. I don't like debates about whether one word or another word best describes it. I'd rather say that maybe our language needs yet a third word that perfectly accounts for it, and then we get rid of the argument altogether.
And would that word be a discovery or an invention?
It's the word between the two that we don't have.
Discovention.
It's why we argue.
Math. Oh, yeah, your math.
Is it a particle or is it a wave in quantum? Why are we arguing that? It's both. We just don't have a word. We tried wavicle, but it didn't catch on, a wave and a particle. So I just don't.
Sounds like some sort of branding exercise from the 80s. it's
70s, discovention, okay?
The fact that math works at all as a tool to decode the universe is evidence that the universe, at least the parts that have revealed itself to us, follows logical, repeatable patterns. And math is simply a way to code for logical, repeatable patterns. So it's remarkable that math can describe the universe at all, except that math is a perfectly logical system, and so is the universe. Put them together, of course. It's a marriage made in heaven.
Very much like music, right? Math, music, that kind of connection. Mm-hmm. And the Bee Gees understood that well with their song, Calculus, Calculus. yeah, calculus.
And as I thought Calculus was an emperor of Rome. That's an old joke. I heard that long ago.